Díomh Carja, agus Fulcher Miv, go my channel YouTube. Or probably just bastardize that last entire sentence. The Irish language, it's pretty class. It was spoken for thousands upon thousands of years until one day the British came over and kindly asked us to stop. And so the prevalence of Irish has dwindled as a language over the years, with lovely English becoming the dominant language. That is, until the late 18th century when the Athbeoch and the Gaeilge took place, which was a national revival of the Irish language and our culture as a whole. In the space of the last century, we've seen a resurgence of Irish culture, from our sports to our literature to our education system. But one area that I'm interested in is the world of cinema. There are plenty of Irish language films out there, quite a few of them are shorts, and I'd like to discuss that in this very video. So grab yourself a cup of tea and underlying hatred for British colonialism as I take you through two short films as Gaeilge. So picture this. The year is 2008. You're in second year of secondary school. Obama's set to become president, and you can't wait for Grand Theft Auto 4 to come out in a few weeks' time.
Cousin, hello. How about we go bowling?
But oh no, we've got to get through another boring Irish class. You're not fond of the teacher, and quite frankly, the teacher despises you and her job. But what's this? She's wheeling in a telly set. She's got a VHS tape. She's putting into the telly. Telly in school? Get to watch a film in school? She doesn't care anymore. All it took was months upon months of disinterest in her class to whittle her soul down until she was a former husker herself to finally watch a film in class. This is the point where most Irish students watch Ming's Ainm Dom for the first time. Ming's Ainm Dom, or My Name is Ming, was directed by Daniel O'Hara and released in 2003. This 13-minute short won a respectable amount of awards and accolades. The film opens in an undisclosed part of China, where the titular character Ming is stuck in a bit of a rut. He's working in a supermarket where he feels unfulfilled. He's bored as balls, deals with grumpy customers, and an equally grumpy boss.
Why
are we still here? Just to suffer?
He needs a holiday like. Fed up, he spins a globe and blindly chooses a destination to travel to. He lands on Ireland.
Why are we still here?
From here, Ming begins an educational journey into Ireland and all the wonders it has to offer. Cliffs, mountains, rivers, Guinness, coppers, fights outside chippers, nepotism in our national broadcaster, abuse in the church. Most of all, he learns that the national language is Irish. I guess you can see where this is going. So much to the confusion of his librarian, Ming takes out an Irish language book and begins learning. Remember, this came out in 2003 before Duolingo threatened to repossess your assets if you didn't do your daily learning. I'm sorry, Duolingo bird. I'm trying my best. My hands are bleeding from all the typing. Ming starts to pick up the language fairly quickly.
Ming is Ainm Dom.
There's even this cute scene.
Ông will tusse ik lauwe lumse. Ông will tusse ik lauwe lumse. Ông will tusse ik lauwe lumse. Yes, Michel and Tain din an seo. Ông will tusse ik lauwe lumse.
This is clearly an homage to that classic Robert De Niro film, Joker. Confident in his Irish abilities, Ming makes the trip to Dublin. He seems so excited to be in Dublin. Poor Ming has no idea that he's in Dublin. And all seems good and well. But that is until he goes into a local hostel.
Alright, mate. How was your flight? How was your flight, mate?
Ba wat lum laba an seo.
Oi, Enki.
You stupid machine ate my money again.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Can you translate what this guy is saying? I don't speak Chinese.
I'm Mongolian.
This is a disheartening lack of communication for poor Yu Ming. So, to cheer himself up, he decides to sample some local cuisine. To cheer himself up, Yu Ming decides to go for a lovely walk. To cheer himself up, he decides to go look for a job.
Tommy log aber.
Say again?
Tommy log aber.
Nah, we've no look rubber. Bottle of Stella Artois, do you instead?
The language barrier again proves challenging, and poor Yu Ming thinks that the issue is that his Irish isn't good enough.
Tabromorum nakbum great news.
This grabs the attention of one of the crusty patrons of the pub, played by Frank Kelly, who you might recognise as Father Jack Hackett in the classic Irish sitcom Father Ted, created by Arthur Matthews and Arthur Matthews only.
Pond may go heron in A.
No, I'm sorry. Don't understand anything you're saying. What do you want to drink?
I do find this scene a bit OTT-like. I get the point they're trying to make and all about the language's struggle to survive in the modern world, but in Ireland, even if most people aren't fluent, they'll at least recognise the language. You know, we're not all bumbling idiots like this absolute clown.
Guinness. Huh? It's good. It's Irish.
Why are we still here?
Huh?
6 years or what? Agus can I make job quit?
Crusty Frank intervenes, however, and settles Yu Ming's stress by speaking the golden language.
Cad is Ainm Dom?
You Ming is Ainm Dom.
He's surprised that Yu Ming's Irish is so good and informs him that his Irish is fantastic and that the main language spoken in Ireland is, in fact,
Bella on Shaw.
Burla?
Bella. Oh, Hasana.
This is the point where Yu Ming becomes radicalized against the British Empire and her agents of destruction. He joins the Fenian movement and takes the battle back to the Brits, who came over here and destroyed our land. Actually, the film ends with him moving to the Gaeltacht, working a job in a bar, and feeling much more fulfilled and happy in himself. Overall, Yu Ming's Ainm Dom was a great short film and a good introduction for most people into the tenuous relationship that the Irish people have with their own language. Although personally, some of the theming is a tad bit overt.
Here. Did you know that El Paddy could speak Chinese?
Oh hey there, I'm just taking a little break from the video to enjoy some delicious cake. Yummy. You know what? I love cake. It's sweet, the texture is amazing, and most of all, it makes you want to commit murder. So Imagine Dragons. It's 2012. You're in 6th year of secondary school. Obama is set to become president again, and you can't wait for the world to end in a few months' time. What the fuck? But oh no, you've got to deal with the unnecessary stress of the leaving cert. You're trying to get enough points for the college course that your parents picked for you. You're barely sleeping, your hair is falling out, and you still have another Irish class to go to. This time the teacher wheels in another telly, but it's different. This isn't just some distraction to suppress the void that is her life. This is mandatory learning. You have to analyse an Irish language film, like a washed up YouTube critic who makes 3-hour critiques on why Marvel movies are kind of okay. And this is the point where every Irish student watches Caca Milis for the first time. Caca Milis, or Cake, came out in 2001 and was directed by Jennifer Keegan. It has a 6.5 on IMDb and haunts the nightmares of Irish Leaving Cert students. The film opens with one of our main characters, Catherine, played by Charlotte Bradley. She's joined by her elderly mother, or granny, or aunt, or whatever. Anyway, she's not too happy about Catherine leaving to, you know, provide for them both, and stresses that she wants her home in time for tea. Irish grannies known for two things: their love of tea and their love of guilt-tripping their relatives. Granny's carer arrives, and so Catherine and her begin to shit-talk Granny within earshot.
I'm so sick of this absolute miserable bitch. Ah, stop, don't get me started on her.
She's an absolute miserable cock.
Catherine boards the Misery Express and is enjoying what little solace she gets when she notices a mysterious stranger. Steal his look. Black and white trainers, pennies, €10. Black trousers, Dunn Stores, €8. Brown coat, Zara, 250. Strange man gets on the train and is making an awful clattering. And Catherine goes through a mental process that anyone who's ever been on a train can sympathise with. Please don't sit next to me. Please don't sit next to me. Please don't sit next to me. Please don't. Shy. She represses this inner rage by handing him his dropped item.
Shogart.
Man. Turns out that the man is blind and is also Brendan Gleeson. After a brief game of footsie, it's revealed that the blind man who's also Brendan Gleeson is also asthmatic. Nothing wrong here. Can't be helped, sure, the poor fella.
Trasfad road.
Couple of stapella.
I'm in a good course.
Whoa, hang on. Initiating conversation with a complete stranger on a train? I hate him. Anyway, he tells her he's on his holidays, which interrupts her reading of some saucy erotica. Then Paul begins to open his brown paper bag.
Christ, that printing is the mic inside the fucking bag?
Anyway, he opens the bag to reveal...
Can I get Kinda?
Kurt?
And we heiste. Kinda tar me Caca Milis.
Bones Alec.
Oh, she never won. Weren't it? Didn't she dear Danamaloga Horadam?
Ah, Christ, the poor fella.
Diana Gailey coffee?
Neil.
You have like Damiach, you know. Better come here, obviously, you know, Cabana, what's that? Don't say. That's the only actor, and say. Dul she's and Shana. That's the main, you know. Roy Acker.
Wait, he's trying to guilt her to getting coffee for him? I hate this man. Fed up with the idle conversation, Catherine turns her page in the most passive-aggressive manner ever.
Oh, and I live with that, too.
It's an weird.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Not taking the hint, Paul starts to open up about his illness.
Das morgen so wie mich schäbline dich. Dort ein Doktor. Aber ich kann das doch aus, das Masse da war ich rief. Da mich und dann schon grum hin radio hoor.
Da mich go levenish.
Door go aan geen toer meer.
Shut up!
Well, hier door de yes, met haar job the kind.
Paul relents, which ires Catherine even more. I can relate to this though. I mean, I've been there, sitting on a train to work, trying to get horny, getting arrested. Paul starts to boast about being able to know what's out the window despite his visual impairment. He suggests Catherine should ask him what's out the window.
Go on, Leonard. Kirkeston, Gevekita.
Kurt?
Kirkeston, you know, Kirtali Fishkind, to do in York.
With absolutely zero interest, Catherine humours Paul.
Kurt, tall the fish. See the window.
Well, ta Kuhn farsing manchen. I guess ta me just a call her on sneer going. I guess and out. I'm willing I much. I guess ne fergelere stig as idee.
He correctly guesses, but something snaps in Catherine, and she finds an opportunity to get some passive-aggressive revenge.
Agus Kurt fin noch?
Loch? Geen loch.
Tá loch mó mí sa chun. Tá tíra go ggóil háris níos.
I know. Elaine Lohan. No, the get the shin the cart.
Tá. Agus Boyd.
Huh? Boyd.
This freaks Paul out, who starts having a minor asthma attack.
Yes, Queen! Give that bastard a man an asthma attack.
Suddenly, the food trolley arrives.
Anything off the trolley, dear?
Noch a sagir o'r king.
Coffee.
Cup and coffee mar tala.
Paul finally gets his coffee, and what follows is a fairly uncomfortable bit of blind man drinks coffee and eats cake ASMR.
Disgusting!
What remains of Catherine's patience has escaped to the ether, and so she does this.
Top taste though.
There's no earthly
Second
way
page,
of
though.
knowing which direction we are going.
In the Caca Milis.
En de Caca.
Hier a garbunu plakias.
Kijk.
Tá mi sé cheap. Gur chlog to sa chute.
Paul starts to get another asthma attack, and what happens next, I'll just let it play out in full.
Call my Inhaler, coach. Tom inhaler. Tom inhaler.
Catherine walks off the train to her job and is presumably going to be home in time for tea. A happy ending for everybody. Well, almost everybody. In conclusion, Caca Milis is probably one of the most uncomfortable pieces of cinema I've ever seen. From the banal, cringy conversations to grotesque cake munching to the second-degree murder. A lot of people generally take issue with the fact that Catherine viciously killed an asthmatic blind man with clear social issues, but in her defense, she was trying to get horny on a train. And that's the answer I gave in my Irish exam. I got an F. And so there you have it. 2 short films, Os, Gaelga. Both excellent films and very different films in their own right. I really enjoyed making this video, and I hope that you had as much fun watching it as I did making it, genuinely. The Irish culture and Irish language has always been something that I've held very close to my heart, and as I've gotten older, it's something that I've always wanted to explore more and, you know, just kind of become that bit more Irish. I would love to make more videos like this in the future. And so if you liked it, please like, comment, subscribe, share. That would really help me out. And yeah, my channel, I'm really trying to diversify it a bit. I know I made a James Bond review. That's going to be my next video, I'd say. And then something else after that. So once again, thanks for watching. So, slán go fóla carja. Agus. Shit! You fucked it up!